Sometimes, walking away is the hardest thing to do. But what if it's a sign from God? In life, we often face situations where we feel stuck or uneasy. These moments can be confusing and challenging, leaving us unsure of what to do next. However, there are times when God gives us clear signs that it's time to move on. These signs can come in various forms, and recognizing them is crucial for our peace and growth. Here are 3 undeniable signs that you must walk away when God says it's time. Ignoring these signs can lead to unnecessary pain and setbacks. When God shows us that it's time to move on, it's for our own good. He sees the bigger picture and knows what's best for us, even when we don't. By not recognizing and acting on these divine signals, we risk staying in situations that hinder our growth and happiness. On the other hand, acknowledging these signs and walking away can lead to new opportunities, inner peace, and a better future. It's essential to understand that God's guidance is always for our benefit, even if it means making tough decisions. One of the most significant signs that it's time to walk away is a persistent lack of peace. This feeling goes beyond the occasional discomfort or stress. It's a deep, ongoing sense of unrest that you can't shake off. When you're in a situation where your mind is constantly troubled and you feel a heavy burden on your heart, it's a clear indication that something isn't right. God often uses our inner peace as a signal to guide us. If you're in a relationship, job, or any circumstance where you consistently lack peace, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. This lack of peace is God's way of telling you that this path is not aligned with His plans for you. He wants you to live a life filled with tranquility and joy, not one marred by constant turmoil. Trust this inner signal and consider walking away from whatever is causing this unrest. Another unmistakable sign from God is the presence of closed doors. These are the opportunities and pathways that seem to shut down no matter how hard you try. You might find yourself facing repeated rejections, obstacles, and setbacks. This can be incredibly frustrating and disheartening, especially when you've put in a lot of effort. However, these closed doors are not a reflection of your worth or abilities. Instead, they are God's way of protecting you from paths that are not meant for you. He has a better plan, one that aligns perfectly with your purpose. When you encounter these barriers, it's essential to trust that God is redirecting you to something greater. Instead of forcing your way through, take these closed doors as a sign to walk away and seek new directions. Trust in His timing and know that every closed door is leading you closer to the right opportunity. The third sign to pay attention to is your inner promptings. These are the subtle nudges and gut feelings that urge you to make a change. It's that quiet voice inside you, whispering that something is off, or encouraging you to take a different path. These inner promptings are a form of divine communication. God often speaks to us through our intuition, guiding us gently but persistently. When you have a strong feeling that you should leave a situation, listen to it. Ignoring these promptings can lead to regret and missed opportunities. It's essential to develop a sense of awareness and trust in your inner guidance. These feelings are not random. They are there for a reason. By tuning into these inner signals, you align yourself with God's will and open up to the possibilities He has in store for you. Walking away based on these promptings may be challenging, but it will ultimately lead you to a place of greater fulfillment and peace. Faith plays a crucial role in recognizing and acting on these signs from God. When faced with the decision to walk away, it can be daunting and filled with uncertainty. However, faith gives us the strength to trust in God's plan even when the path ahead is unclear. Believing that God has a better plan for us requires a leap of faith, but it's this faith that will carry us through the difficult times. When you decide to walk away from a situation that lacks peace, is full of closed doors, or is riddled with inner promptings to leave, you are exercising faith in its purest form. This faith reassures us that we are not alone and that God is guiding us towards something better. It's essential to hold on to this faith and let it be the anchor that keeps you steady during times of transition. Walking away from familiar situations can be terrifying. The fear of the unknown often holds us back from making necessary changes. However, overcoming this fear is vital for our growth and well-being. When God signals that it's time to leave, He is also equipping us with the courage to do so. Fear is a natural response to change, but it should not paralyze us. By focusing on our faith and the trust we have in God's plan, we can find the strength to move forward despite our fears. Remember that God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Embrace this power and allow it to guide you through the fear of walking away. Acknowledge the fear, but do not let it dictate your actions. Trust that God will provide and protect you as you step into the unknown. In times of doubt, seeking confirmation through prayer and reflection can provide the clarity needed to make a decision. When you feel that God is telling you to walk away, it's important to spend time in prayer, asking for clear guidance and reassurance. God is always willing to communicate with us, especially when we are seeking His will. Through prayer, you can gain a deeper understanding of His plan and find peace in your decision. Additionally, reflecting on past experiences where God has guided you can reinforce your faith and trust in His direction. It's also helpful to seek counsel from trusted spiritual mentors who can provide wisdom and support. Confirmation through these means can solidify your decision and give you the confidence to move forward. Remember, God is not a God of confusion, but of peace. He will provide the confirmation you need to make the right choice. Walking away when God gives you signs is not just about leaving something behind. It's also about embracing new beginnings. When you trust in God's guidance and step away from what no longer serves you, you open yourself up to new opportunities and experiences that are aligned with His plan for you. These new beginnings can bring growth, joy, and fulfillment that you may not have imagined possible. Embrace the excitement and possibilities that come with a fresh start. Trust that God has something wonderful in store for you. Each ending is a new chapter waiting to unfold, filled with blessings and opportunities that are meant just for you. Let go of the past with gratitude and step into the future with hope and anticipation. Patience and trust are essential when navigating the journey of walking away from something that no longer aligns with God's plan. It's important to remember that God's timing is perfect, even if it doesn't align with our own. Cultivating patience allows us to wait for the right opportunities and trust that everything will fall into place at the right moment. Trusting in God's plan means believing that He knows what is best for us, even when we can't see the whole picture. This trust can be challenging to maintain, especially when the path forward is unclear. However, by continually seeking God's guidance through prayer and maintaining a positive outlook, we can strengthen our patience and trust. Remember that God's delays are not denials. They are a part of His greater plan for your life. Another important aspect of walking away is finding strength and support in your community. Surrounding yourself with people who share your faith and values can provide encouragement and guidance during times of transition. These individuals can offer prayer support, wisdom, and practical help as you navigate your new path. Being part of a community also reminds you that you are not alone in your journey. Others have faced similar challenges and can offer valuable insights and comfort. Lean on your community for support and be open to receiving help and advice. This collective strength can make the process of walking away less daunting and more manageable. God often uses the people around us to provide the support we need, so don't hesitate to reach out and connect with others. Recognizing the signs that God is telling you to walk away is a crucial step in living a life aligned with His will. These signs, lack of peace, closed doors, and inner promptings, are God's way of guiding you toward a path that is better suited for your growth and happiness. By embracing faith, overcoming fear, seeking confirmation, and finding strength in your community, you can confidently step into the new beginnings that God has planned for you. Remember, God's guidance is always for your good. He knows what lies ahead and wants to lead you to a life of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Trust in His plan and be willing to walk away when He says it's time. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a willing spirit, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment. Your support allows us to continue creating content that enlightens and inspires. Thank you for being part of this journey.